Alright, it's time for some first division. It's the top division of League of Empires. And for this one we have Russia F, as you can tell from the tags here, versus Royal Flushers. So we're looking at probably an ELO average of well above 1600 here, maybe closing in on the 1700s. I think it's also a good game, not sure. Good game is even higher up there. So I think he's been close to or actually hitting that 2k mark, if I don't remember totally wrong here. So Russia, absolutely solid team. So as goes for the Royal Flushers with an average of well above 1600, probably around 1700 plus average as well. So I'm looking forward to this one. Some very solid players here. So let's introduce the teams and civs here. We have a Hideout for the first game here, and the second one will be Lombardia. In the pocket position we have Believe Me with the Franks. Very solid pocket civ, great boom with the instant farm upgrades throughout the ages. Faster collecting berries in the village. You see them pushing in the deer here as well, but given the deer placement you could even justify milling them the way it looks here. But in any case, Franks obviously going to go knights, but if the need arises, they have access to other units as well. They're not streamlined towards, or they are streamlined towards knights, but should the need arise, Franks could go for scorpions, surprisingly enough, or go for throwing axemen for their unique unit against enemy halberdiers. So they even have access to bombard cannons, if I don't remember completely wrong, so certainly some valid options for Franks, aside from the obvious, almost best paladins in the game. Some of the best paladins in the game. On the left side flank, we have good game here with the Cumans. So Cuman likely to go for a quick feudal age into the second TC and getting a head start to the boom. That would require a little bit of extra security, maybe walling off the section towards Dan MT here, to eliminate any chance of a feudal age action from the blue player here. But we'll see. Cubans also have a great power spike in the castle age with access to Captram and access to Captram in castle age to break through and take out buildings even more easily. And they're obviously a very good cavalry sim with some of the speediest cavalry in the game. Right hand side here we'll have Oladushek as the Tatars. Tatars received a recent buff, so they spawn 2 sheep instantly reaching the feudal age, and for each TC in the next ages we'll spawn another 2 sheep. And Tatars sheep, they last longer as well, or they provide 50 extra food, so they have a great food bonus both in the feudal and castle ages to make use of to delay or stop a bit of make a few less farms. A little bit of scouts chasing here. They're going to chase down Dan and T's scout. I think Oladushek will win against Alfred here as well, so Royal Flusher scouts are in danger here. And speaking of Royal Flushers, let's go to the other side here. We have Alfred in the pocket position here. He is also playing as the Cumans, but from the pocket position. So I'm assuming he will be going for the feudal boom as well and be providing cavalry later on. Could be going into Kipchak as well, of course. There's stone to be taken. If you drop some castles, you could play Kipchak with Cumans, almost like you would Mangudai with Mongols. They are a cavalry archer unit which have a lower frame delay than the cavalry archers from your archery ranges, so they are absolutely a fun and easy unit to micro and make use of throughout the game. They've received several nerfs since the launch of Cumans in Definitive Edition November 2019 though, so there have been some changes. Still a viable unit in my opinion. It's just a bit tough to mass like any unique units because you have to make them from the castles. Left hand side we have, of course now I said Cuban's pocket is of course Cuban's flank for Alfred, so mirror Cuban's flanks here on either side for Royal Flushers. A bit of a brain fart there. In the pocket position we have Nathaniel here playing as the Kvur. Fantastic pocket civilization. You could justify going up at 23 population village to Castle Age. I think this is what Nathaniel is doing here. Let's just pay some attention to their economy here. pushing in there. 400 food already, 3 to gold now to get enough gold for the click right up. Don't need any buildings to click to the next stage with Mer. So you will easily make that transition if you have the resources to do so, and you will even, with the right setup, be able to go straight into a 3 TC boom with Khmer with a 23 population up, which is just crazy because you save so much wood along the way, not needing to build, for example, blacksmith market, and that's why it's possible with Khmer to get the boom started that early. That could actually almost contest human boom if the human players are going for the second TC here, and it seems to exactly be the plan for both. A very forward one for Alfred though, seems a bit risky. And finally, the last flag player of Royal Flushers is Dan and T with the Koreans here. Koreans being not a towers only civilization now like before, as Dan and T scout goes down over here. They're also more streamlined towards being an archer civilization now. Dan and T is going to be the latest player to the feudal age here, and this looks to be going for a 28 pop or 28 villagers in castle age here. Castle age into crossbows most likely could be war wagons as well, considering the 2 on stone over here. Actually, a castle drop on the Cubans player would be beneficial, because you know that when Cubans are very likely to go into an extended feudal age, if you can get the castle up here, deny this gold, and break through, you'd be looking at some serious damage output, or at the very least force the humans to rush the castle age a bit and not get that huge eco advantage that they could end up getting. Give me a moment to adjust the scoreboard, by the way. Apparently I forgot to do that. I'll pause the game while doing so as well. Moving on. I think we had another scouts engagement somewhere, because that's the only army on the field for now. Nathaniel still has his scout alive, so I think he's maybe going to do his teammates a favor now, since if they have the market step, once they have the market step, at least we'll have 1 scout alive for Royal Flushers to provide some needed intel here. Let's see what the Koreans player is up to though, committing heavily to zone here, and going to try and punish good game with humans extended feudal age here, I think. We have cast stage 25% of the way for Dan and T here, with Nathaniel just reaching it as well from the pocket with Khmer. Sub 1330 cast stage with Khmer and double TC into boom. It's just ridiculous what Khmer can do on these semi-closed maps. Yeah, Oladeshek going up as well is 60, almost 70% up now, with the Tatars going into the archers, going to be crossbows. Also a viable choice against Cubans here, because even though Cubans, palisade walls and gates have extra HP, or the walls, maybe not the gates, with the crossbows you'll have range to punish, for example, some of the villagers. Might get some villager pick-offs here with crossbows, although it's a limit to what you can do with TC and the villagers able to garrison inside here. Alfred 39 villagers, good game at 41, so good game has done a slightly better job at keeping the constant double TC production here, and still doing so, but Alfred is getting wheelbarrow now. Is he preparing for the castle age already? I think he's not, but he's patiently quick walling behind here. Oladeshek only with crossbows, but he is Tatars, so once crossbows kicks in, he will also have Thumbring for free and will have very accurate archers here. Cast age is in with not an extremely scary number for Oladeshek yet, but 7 archers and Siege Workshop coming up. Siege Workshop and archers push, it could be very strong actually, because if Oladeshek also goes for some cavalry in the midst of things here, and doesn't look like he's doing so, but what you usually could do against the siege push. If your civilization has redemption, you could convert the siege and evade the crisis, but in this case Volodymyr has archers. I thought he wanted to go into crossbows, but apparently not just yet. Just going to push the walls here and hit a... This seems a bit pointless to try and break through here. It's an archers and siege forward accompanied by knights from the pocket, believe me here, the Franks pocket. Whereas the Khmer Nathaniel here is currently just moving away, not really providing any military at all. That could be hurtful for Alfred on this side against Oladeshek and believe his coordinated efforts here. These are fuel HPCs, they have 2400 HP. Seems like there's actually no difference, but they are still only fuel HTCs and we will need one of them to research the castle age at some point. So with some rams and mangonels out here, if Oladeshek breaks through, this is just going to be devastating for Alfred here, who is currently stuck in the fuel age, missing a good deal of food to get to the next stage. We have some action on the left hand side as well. Double siege workshop for good game here. Going to the cast stage, this is going to be crazy. Are they going to sling again like they did on Arena a while ago? I don't think so. I think Good Game can sustain this on their own with the double TC and boom here. Rams already in production, Cap Ram on the way as well. Good Game is seasoned Cuban's player here. Probably going to sustain this push on their own, especially, but Dan MT has been mining stone though and could go into a defensive castle here. Just 100 stone shy of clicking up. On the other hand, on the top side here, we have Believe Me rushing down Alfred, and the Humans Boom here severely punishing that. Means that Good Game will be gaining an even further lead over the other Humans player. CMP 202, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, it's a very strong, solid push from Oladeshek, and Believe Me here on the top side. And as we are looking at the downside, Nathaniel still not providing much military here. That means that this push will be nearly unstoppable. Even if the castle goes up for Dan and T here, it's just a matter of breaking through the palisade walls here. And the capture arms will surely easily do that. And then the capture arms could also take out the castle with some ease, especially with knights to provide some extra raiding capabilities here. Capture arm, 4 on them on the way for now. These walls will just melt. We have a couple of knights trying to move in as well, but yeah, at the very least this will force Dan and T to have to repair the castle. Nice stone walls to keep the rams out though, has to be said, but that doesn't stop them from breaking through somewhere else still. How's this situation in the north? Alfred desperately trying for a castle. That could even be denied, this foundation, with the crossbows of Oladeshek here. Remember, they do get Thumbring for free. Thumbring increases accuracy of the archers and fire rate, so they will be firing faster and more accurately, if I remember correctly. That's a huge power spike to have early castle age. Strong push here. Here come the rams as well. And Alfred is completely incapacitated here. He's in no position to make army here. We're looking at very weak economy here for Alfred now. 46 villagers, yes, but barely any of them working, and the castle still being denied. And now look at capped rams of Good Game down here. 7 capped rams and a couple of knights in the mix. I'll have to check the stats for Sling later, but I think this is just Cuman's double TC economy at work here. Good Game was allowed the free boom, something that Dan and T probably shouldn't have allowed. Could have gone with arms towers maybe to prevent the humans from getting to this. Villagers will try to tear down these capture arms, but that's just a no-go. They have 200 HP. There are knights in the mix here to pick down villagers as well, and Dan and T will be losing villagers like Good Game is swatting flies here. I was playing at slow speed for some reason, didn't mean to do that. But just look at the builder numbers diminishing for Dan and T and for Alfred here with 33. Nathaniel with the free boom, yes. But with no army provided from the pocket here, it's gonna be tough to say the least. Hey, Deno69. How are you? So you have the GG called here, and understandably so for Rushaif. And for some reason it restarts in the middle of nowhere here again. So I didn't click anything, it just did. So we will not be able to see the stats, I'm very sorry about that. But that's going to be a 1-0 for Russia F on Hideout.